Hey guys, I was meaning to make this video for a while, but I've just been busy with work mainly to get this video out. But before we jump right into the DLC Overture, I'm going to do a quick recap of the main events of Lies of P for those who don't remember or need a refresher. I'm going to be just hitting the main points with some extra info thrown in for fun, some of which will be relevant for the DLC. So, let's get started.
Be careful, clever one.
P, or Geppetto's puppet, as sometimes referred to, awakens in train cab as he grabs weapon and exits to go through Krot Station. P also befriends Gemini, who will be with us the whole game, serving as a semi-guide and lore dropper, defeating some killer puppets or evil robots basically. Or are they evil? We'll find that out later. Before P can reach Krot's hotel, he must take down the first boss, the gigantic parade master. Once he reaches the hotel, he must lie in order to enter because no puppet can lie, but P isn't any ordinary puppet.
Cannot lie. Welcome to Hotel Krot.
I'm so happy to see you.
Once inside, we meet a few characters. Sophia, who is very important to the story for reasons I will talk about soon enough. She is the first to greet P. She tells him where to go next to find his father, Geppetto. The hotel is basically the Firelink shrine of the Souls game. Eugene is who P talks to upgrade his weapons, and Paladina is a puppet butler who sells us stuff throughout the whole game, as well as Lady Antonia, the owner of the hotel. There will be more people to talk to in the future, but for now these are the ones P meets. Going to the next area, P arrives at a closed-off section where normal people are not allowed to enter due to the residents having the petrification disease, a contagious illness affecting the humans in Krot. Where did it come from? We'll know later. However, P speaks with an older lady who asks him to find her baby. When P does so, Gemini realizes it's not a real baby, but rather a puppet baby. Then, P must lie or tell her the truth, lying to her as she gives us the record, Feel.
Close your eyes. Come to me, feel alright. Just dance with me all through the night. Turn it out, close to you. I feel good, 'cause I just know feeling of you. Give it to me, baby.
When I had first listened to this song the day the game came out, a particular feeling had washed over me that I couldn't really explain. Feel made me realize that Liza P was special, a unique Souls-like that wasn't trying to necessarily copy the formula, but rather embrace it, and to be something on its own, because in what other Souls game could you find something like this in? To this day, I will stand by my own opinion that Liza P is undoubtedly the best Souls-like game to have ever been made. To quickly explain lying and telling the truth, the ending of the game is affected on whether P tells the truth or lies. Telling the truth to various people, often being cold, harsh, or hurtful responses, but it's the truth nonetheless. That gets you the bad ending. By lying, P gives comfort to the people when they may need it the most, such as the lady who believes that the baby puppet is still alive. That gets you the good ending, as well as the true ending, but that requires 2 more specific options near the end of the game. Continuing down the street, P encounters a stalker, Mad Donkey, who's trying to kill Geppetto, who is locked in the carriage. Defeating him, Geppetto is happy to see his son, going back to the hotel as P presses on, fighting and taking down the scribed watchman. To quickly explain, stalkers are well-respected, masked mercenary groups acting as vigilantes and bodyguards before the puppet frenzy occurred. They are divided into 2 factions, the pro-nobility, the bastards, and the pro-alchemist, the sweepers, who engaged in a civil conflict. The widespread collapse of Cry due to the petrification disease and puppet frenzy led to the death or ruin of most stalkers, making those who survived highly skilled and ruthless survivors. Back at the hotel, P speaks with everyone, including Geppetto, who says P can upgrade his P organ to get stronger, an interesting separate upgrade mechanic which allows P to gain permanent upgrades and abilities, like getting more heals or a double roll. Geppetto asks P to go to Venigni Works to see if Venigni is still alive, a genius inventor and puppet maker. Heading over there, before entering the factory, P hears a lone phone ring as he answers. A mysterious voice, although clearly not human, gives P a riddle. Answering correctly, P is given a special key. Entering all 5 correctly throughout the game will give us a unique reward. Fighting more puppets, P meets with 2 stalkers, a brother and sister, Black Cat and Red Fox. We'll be seeing them a good bit. Eventually, P does find Venigni alive, but he won't leave until he finds his puppet butler, a friend he calls him. P agrees to find him. P then has to take down the giant factory robot. After, P finds a burnt, broken puppet who is Venigni's butler, informing him as he agrees to head back to the hotel. You may have noticed that the giant factory robot and Predmaster have had this weird text that is unreadable. I'll explain it a little later why that is. Back at the hotel, P speaks with Venigni, who also thanks him as he was able to restore his beloved butler, Puccinella, who also thanks him, becoming another vendor as Venigni says he can help build new Legion arms for P, which are effectively special abilities he can use with his left arm, like a gun, shield, or landmine deployer. P's next destination is through a village that is seemingly devoid of life until P and Jiminy come across face-to-face with an almost zombie-like creature, a carcass, human turned monsters after being afflicted with the petrification disease after a long period of time. Eventually, P reaches a giant cathedral. Going through, he meets Aldeoro, a famous treasure hunter and a legendary well-known stalker. We tell him about the hotel as he basically trades unique weapons and charms for boss souls. Moving on, P comes face-to-face with a fallen cathedral archpriest Andreas, who turned into a giant monster, a priest who became greedy and delusional.
is set.
Leaving the church, P comes across a rainy town where he meets up again with Black Cat and Red Fox, who tell him a group of infamous stalkers run the shabby town, known as the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. Slashing through more carcasses, P eventually comes face to face with them as he fights them all.
This puppet's crazy! Damn you. You'll pay for that.
As their largest brother falls in combat, they flee. Going inside the building, which loops back around to the Kraut Hotel, Jiminy notices a painting that oddly resembles a P.
No, I'm just kidding. No, it looks exactly like you. I mean, you see it, right? With the nose and the... Right?
P then meets up with a guy with green hair he had met back at the Carcass Village. He's not really important in the story, so I'm not really going to bother with him. In the hotel's garden is a gold coin fruit tree. While the tree does have some dark lore behind it, I cannot disclose his info until the end of this overall section. Aside from that, while it's not really stated too much, the gold coin fruit can seemingly cure any illness. To what extent isn't really said to my knowledge as far as what illnesses.
I never expected to see the gold coin tree in a place like this.
P is given a key to open a door on the other side of the hotel, Rose Avenue. The avenue leads to a large mansion where he will come face to face with the King of Puppets, the alleged reason as to why the puppet frenzy and why Puppet seemingly went mad one day, out of the blue. Although the Puppet King seemingly tries to be friendly with P at first, he doesn't want any of that and simply wants to smoke. They fight, and as the King of Puppets is defeated, the true Puppet King comes out a larger puppet. The two clash, but P comes out on top. For some reason, Geppetto seems to be waiting for P on the backside of the mansion, congratulating him. However, it seems that by defeating the King of Puppets, the puppets all over Krat are still murderous. After a very long walk, P comes to the Puppet Museum/exhibit. P explores the inside as he meets up with a woman named Belle, who says she was separated from someone. Near the end, P comes face to face with a hulking carcass/human.
Welcome to my grave. This is where evolution becomes real. Feel me. I am Victor, the champion. Why be humble? I am evolved. A better man!
Defeating him, he's killed by an unknown assailant as the main villain of the game, teased earlier after the defeat of the mutated Archbishop, Simon Manus. After P meets a Red Fox and Black Cat again, Fox explains that her brother, Cat, is sick, and asks P to give him some gold coin fruit to help with his illness. P agrees as Fox thanks him, and Cat says how he sees P as an acquaintance now, but not as a friend yet. After Geppetto lorddoms a bit on Simon Manus and Alchemist, spoiler alert, they're all evil, Geppetto instructs P to go to the Barren Swamp. Reports of strange monsters there and treasure which seem worth investigating. However, before going there, earlier, Polydina spoke with P in private as he told P that he suddenly gained consciousness, and tells him a bit later that he harbors feelings for Lady Antonia, despite knowing it's wrong and it won't work out in the end anyways, asking P to keep this a secret from everybody. Now, he asks P to help cure, or at least help ease, Lady Antonia's pain due to her being afflicted with the petrification disease, which is getting worse for her. P agrees and administers a cure to her before going. Upon arriving, Jiminy comments that the barren swamp is essentially one gigantic puppet grave, disturbing him to some extent as he knows most puppets aren't simply just slaves for lack of better terms, having some thought. Along the way, P encounters Olidoro, who seems to have left the hotel for a bit. Earlier, Eugene recounted a story to P of how Olidoro saved her life from a collapsing workshop tower, and how he had lost a finger in the process. Wanting to repay him, she made him a special glove with 4 fingers to fit properly, asking P to give it to him the next time he sees him. When he does so, Olidoro thinks it's a joke and comments how dumb someone is to make such an item. Olidoro knowing it's from Eugene as he comments on how he finds her annoying, despite everything everyone says about Olidoro only being good or how noble he is, and selfless he is. Moving past that, P and Gemini feel an earthquake as they know that can't be good.
Whoa! An earthquake! That came from the direction of Crot Central Station. Oh, this could be bad, pal. Really, really bad.
Before being able to leave the swamp, P encounters a strange creature made of living flesh, fighting it as it seems to entwine itself with a scrap police officer puppet, much like the one P faced earlier in his journey. After the battle, P goes through a short tunnel which loops back to Crot Station from where he first awoke. However, everything seems vastly different. Carcasses and green contagious gas fill the station along with various carcass monsters. Along the way, P meets up with a man who was Belle's companion, a man named Atkinson, that she was separated from. He tells P that he's nearly transformed into a carcass. P tells him that he's met his partner, Belle. He gives him a letter in order to give to Belle, telling P to please lie and say that he was killed in action, not wanting her to know that what really happened to him. Real quick, as a dark side note, if P doesn't tell or speaks with Belle at all, or P tells her the truth that he became a monster, she is found later dead in the same car train as Atkinson with a message that says, "I love you." Yeah. Anyway, as P fights his way through, eventually he comes out of the street he was at the start of his journey. Large, jagged crystals seem to have popped out of the ground all over Crot. Nearing the hotel, Jiminy realizes that he can't seem to communicate with anyone through the Stargazer, not hearing anyone. Jiminy tells P they should probably hurry back to the hotel as quickly as they can, as something may have happened to them while they were gone. As they approach, Jiminy tells P that he sees something blocking their way, saying he'll have to take care of it. Much like how the Barren Swamp boss was able to take over a dead puppet, this one seems to have found the destroyed Parade Master from the beginning of the game, and uses it to attack P. Once P finishes it off, he races back to the hotel to see if everyone is alright.
Give up. Oh, it's you. Is it safe out there? Give me a sec. Okay, come in.
I'm sorry.
He finds everyone locked upstairs. Once the group is assured the attackers are gone, they open the door and explain to P what occurred. While P and Jimmy were away, the hotel was attacked by the Black Rabbit Brotherhood, as well as 2 other stalkers who I will bring up in a bit later when it's relevant, although you can probably easily guess who those 2 are. P hears that the Black Rabbit Brotherhood kidnapped Geppetto as he was taken away and locked up on an alchemist's isle where Simon is. However, Sophia is nowhere to be seen. She disappeared but wasn't kidnapped, so where is she? And where's Aldeoro? Lady Antonia gives P a sheet of music to play on the piano downstairs in the room in which she was previously. Playing the music, P turns to see a secret entrance that leads to an elevator. Heading down as P is met with an area that seems to be ancient ruins. With the area being short, it's not long before P has a rematch with the Black Rabbit Brotherhood, where he kills them and finishes them off once and for all. He then meets with Alidoro, who explains to him where he went after the attack. Alidoro says he's sorry that he betrayed his and everyone's trust back at the hotel. Despite this, he still doesn't fully feel guilty, seeing as nobody was truly harmed, saying he couldn't pass up the idea of treasure the Black Rabbit Brotherhood offered. And if you couldn't hate this asshole like I did, and still do, then let me explain to you one thing. The real Alidoro was killed a long time ago by the fake Alidoro that P has known since midway through his journey. The fake Alidoro is known as Parrot, his real name. The real Alidoro's once partner, jealous of his fame and fortune, hating how the real Alidoro took no money and was noble, killing him to take his status and name without anyone knowing for his own personal gain. On top of all of this, the real Alidoro was actually Eugene's brother. She doesn't know until P is able to deliver a letter written by him that explains all of this to her as well as to why he left, apologizing to her, wanting to keep her safe at a distance. Also the reason why Alidoro saved her from the workshop collapsing and losing his finger in the process, because he wanted to protect his sister. Eugene finds this all hard to believe at first, but eventually accepts the truth, thanking P for telling her this. But even then, the real Alidoro is gone. Parrot/fake Alidoro's ego is so inflated that when prompted, P says that he will kill him. Parrot senses the murderous rage from him, but quickly realizes he can't hurt him because he's a puppet, and a puppet must follow the rules of not harming people, one of the many laws, but P isn't bound by any strings.
Something oh, what a murderous air you have. You're going to kill me? I know what you are. You're Geppetto's puppet, aren't you? If someone isn't trying to kill you, you can't hurt them either. That limitation makes it seem like your creator didn't trust you very much. Smart of him. So, what will it be, Mr. Handsome Idiot? Leave quietly? Or shut up and buy something? You're like a human.
P and Jiminy find a submarine, which they use to travel towards Alchemist's Isle. Upon landing, P and Jiminy find Sophia on the beach as they wash up. Sophia tells both P and Jiminy that her real body is locked up in the tower, asking them to free her once they arrive up there, saying it won't be easy, saying this entire time that she wasn't there but rather an illusion she created through her being able to manipulate Ergo, since she's able to communicate with Ergo and thus speak with puppets because she is a listener. It's now that I want to bring up a few things that I withheld for the speaking portion. Nobody in Krat Hotel, presumably, was ever able to see Sophia besides besides P, not even Gemini, up until now at the beach. Something Sophia makes clear at the start of the game to the P/the player, which is why the people of the Krat Hotel don't mention that Sophia has been taken at all to P, just Geppetto, which makes sense. The petrification disease only ever occurred because of the use of ergo. The first ergo was discovered in a mine somewhere in Krat. Once they realized the power of it, they began to use it in everyday life as well as to power machines and puppets. Deaths of people also fuel ergo. Because of the constant use of it, this is why the disease started in the first place. The alchemists knew this, but never once told anyone other than themselves and close allies. Simon Manus built a machine in order to harness unparalleled amounts of ergo in order to achieve godhood. Lastly, I mentioned earlier that the gold coin fruit tree has the power to cure illnesses. So how do the alchemists make this tree? By transforming listeners of ergo, like Sophia, into trees, which the fruit then act as their eternally weeping tears. All of these answers given to our questions, there leaves one major question left. Who or what started the puppet frenzy? As Pete races to the top of the tower to stop Simon, he is met halfway through by Black Cat, explaining to him that he feels kind of sorry for having helped Olidoro and the Black Rabbit Brotherhood attack Krat Hotel, saying Red Fox was there as well. Despite this, Pete forgives him as Black Cat doesn't attack him, giving him another gold coin fruit for his illness as Black Cat reveals he wants to leave the damn city and the stalker life behind him to live at peace. Moving on, Pete eventually finds the last door to use a special key that the King of Riddles gave to him. Meeting him, P hears him vaguely explain who he is and what he has done, being a damn good reason as to why he's locked up and why he looks so fucked up. In short, he's a psychopathic, murderous puppet. Previously, P was told at one point by Benini that his parents/family was killed, which is why he is so attached to his puppet butler, Puccinella, being the only family he has left. When asking Arlecchino, he laughs and basically explains to him that he killed his family out of fun and simply to see how he would turn out in life, letting him live for that exact reason. So yeah, fun times. Leaving, P keeps ascending the tower as he nearly reaches the top, coming face to face with Lax Axia, Simon's servant.
Oh, Simon. Your sword, Vexacia, swears to protect this tower.
Though the battle is hard fought, P is simply just better as he pushes onwards up the tower, determined to defeat Simon and put an end to all of this.
Save me.
Oh, God.
It hurts so much. I want to be free. Please.
What do we do? I don't know. I can't make this choice. I think she wants to live, but what will you do? You have to decide. You, not me. Keep her alive, perhaps against her wishes, or give her peace. It's your call.
Thank you. I was trapped for so long. So much torment. So much pain. Take my ergo. I will be with you to the very end.
Choosing to give Sophia peace gives us access to the true ending. If you do not do this, you get the normal or the bad ending. Ascending, P frees his father as Geppetto asks if he was ever a good father to him. P says no. Geppetto understands.
Behold, this is ergo. Is it not magnificent? Distilled immortality and a key that opens a world with no lies. A key that unlocks true evolution. Give thanks. Ergo is a gift from me, Simon Manus, who will transgress even God. Bow down to your God, who will be born now!
Eventually, P reaches the top of the tower. Though Simon speaks with P, he says nothing as the two fight to the death. Manus, large and mutated, when it seems P has the upper hand, Simon busts out the Arm of God, the relic that Geppetto has kept hidden to further power himself.
So,
Even then, the power of the god is not enough to beat the base and Chad P. Simon's last line to P is to watch out for Geppetto. P also obtains the Arm of God relic / artifact after defeating Simon. Reading it, it states that Manus / the alchemists were trying to accomplish, trying to bring back a dead god that was allegedly torn apart by humans when that god tried to give humans immortality. Simon was inspired by the literal Michelangelo painting where Adam and God touched fingers. Heading down a long elevator, Jiminy briefly speaks with P before they reach the bottom.
Now him, he really scared me. A human becoming a god? Terrifying. But a puppet becoming a human? Now you have my attention. Suit yourself, but sounds fun to me. I wonder, what'll happen now? I sure don't know. But I do know one thing. You're stuck with me, and I'm stuck with you, pal. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Seeing Geppetto, who seemingly seems to have been waiting for P,
Ingredients we need. I dreamed of this day for so long. The moment you'd come back to life. You can be human again. By using that vast supply of ergo and the Arm of God. I just need the final ingredient. The one that holds your memories and your lifespan. Your heart. If you give me your heart, all these trials and tribulations will be over. You have been a brilliant and a good boy. As your reward, I shall turn you into a real boy. Give me your heart, son. I believed you were a good boy. But you insist on breaking my heart. Well, I suppose Carlo was mischievous. It seems you inherited his personality instead of his memories. But a father always looks after his children. Even naughty ones that must be punished, like you. In my own way, I grew to love you. After all, you're the puppet who would bring my son back to life.
Geppetto asks P to give him his heart, in which P refuses to do so. Angered, Geppetto removes his gloves and opens the ornate box he has been carrying with him since the beginning of the game. opening it to reveal a puppet in which he controls. The nameless puppet is Carlo, his real son, whose body he's trying to recreate and bring back alive due to him being consumed of guilt and grief over being a horrible father.
You were a good boy. If you refuse, then I'll have to retrieve it myself. My son.
Earlier, I mentioned strange text that appears in the early boss fights. If you play New Game Plus, you actually get to hear the early bosses speak to P. Essentially, Romeo, or the King of Puppets, that P defeats, is actually P's childhood friend turned puppet somehow. Explains to P, P calls him Carlo, his real name. That he ordered the puppet frenzy in order to stop or at least delay the alchemist / Simon / Geppetto's plans. Geppetto was the one behind the entire puppet frenzy, putting in a secret code that allowed for manipulation, having created the King of Puppets as a scapegoat, using P's / Carlo's real childhood friend Romeo, and forcing his puppet transformed body to be his scapegoat, something that will be further explained in the DLC portion. P and the nameless puppet fight as the nameless puppet strings become undone. Before the nameless puppet is able to kill P, Geppetto jumps in at the last moment as it gives P enough time to land the killing blow, finishing off Geppetto's puppet. P holds Geppetto in his arms as he sheds a single tear. Geppetto apologizes to his son as he dies. P ascends back up to the elevator where he finds an unmoving female puppet as he touches his chest to transfer his ergo, collapsing in her arms as she awakens, holding P, who lays unmoving. Opening her eyes, the female puppet says it's good to see him. Throughout the game, each line has pushed P to become increasingly more human, breaking away from being a puppet that Geppetto built to become his son again. He learns anger, he learns love, sadness, happiness, and many more emotions. Eventually, he feels a real heartbeat within himself. In the end, he wanted Sophia to have another chance at life and to shed his puppet body, transferring his ergo to the female puppet to bring back Sophia to give her another chance at life. In the end, P had learned possibly the most important human trait of all, selflessness.
Tell him to be happy.
The DLC lets Jiminy and P travel back in time before the main events of the game. Why? I'll explain it near the end. P goes through a few set locations, and overall the DLC is pretty short when compared to the base game, although the bosses, music, and weapons really carry the DLC as well as the overall story. While I won't bother speaking about some things or characters that aren't really important to the story or the DLC story, I do want to hit the overall larger picture. P follows in the footsteps of a mysterious, red-haired stalker woman who we later find out her name to be Leia. Leia being referred to as a legendary stalker, briefly being mentioned in the base game as well with the same title, I do believe. No, I swear! I swear! How to play the
that
game?
might be Bugsy.
How to play the game again? God damn it.
Can you start over? I need a recap.
Where's that start over? I was actually considering it though, TB.
Bro, he leapt at you. Why are there kangaroos?
Go!
They're like the pinwheels. What's going on here? Kangaroos carnivores?
Ooh!
That fast, massive.
That's a dinosaur.
Bro, listen, are kangaroos carnivores? Holy hell.
I don't know if they just like hop towards like a little rat and just nab it. I don't know. Ooh! What? He's floating.
He's the Godzilla.
What?
Yeah, fuck off though. I'm going here, bro. Ooh!
Where that is?
I don't know, dude. Dark Souls 2.
Who the fuck threw shit at me?
Who?
It's you.
That fucking monkey.
That fucking monkey that hit. Hey, you fucking
Look
bro
at
has-
him!
bro has
Look
aimbot.
again,
What is this?
Bro thinks he's off-brand Donkey Kong.
Oh, alright, I got something for this motherfucker.
Someone give him a football.
Pinocchio,
Damn,
please.
he has aim.
Yeah, fucking aimbot is what he fucking is. Holy shit.
Give that bro a contract for the Patriots. Watch. He's gonna. Look at him!
Wait, where? Bro, I thought. I thought I equipped it. Wait. Pinocchio, no!
I think this is gonna be the first boss. Oh,
It looks
it might be. I think it's gonna be T-Rex.
Imagine! It comes out of the eyes!
Sounds like coming out.
Oh, like a woolly mammoth.
Ah,
Look at it. Beautiful.
I was right. I'm so cooked!
Oh!
Oh shit.
This thing is a predator.
What's a break? What the hell?
Oh, we're stage 2.
Ooh, the size of that thing! Is that how big they normally get?
Oh, what
Anyway,
the-
that was a huge takedown, buddy. Might I say, you're pretty
That shit was
good
easy.
at
What?
this.
Hello? No, it's right.
You're just weird. Oh, what the fuck is this?
Oh, the Earth Tree. Please let it be a pterodactyl. That'd be
It
so
looks
funny.
like a fucking birdcage. Yo, you kinda,
Right?
Yo, his fit though? What the? What? Is that the lady we were just talking about? Oh, no.
I was told that murderous puppet had come to call on me. So who is this handsome guest standing before me?
Hey, yo.
It matters not.
What is that?
Oh, 2 bosses at once?
It can fly!
You belong to me now. To think I became anxious when told a
this is
fearsome
fun.
foe
This is
had
fun.
arrived.
This is so fun.
What a
This is already so
fool.
fun. Honestly.
Okay, so it does not. I guess
I had no
Okay, so you
rival beyond
just have the
Leia.
meter. Okay, that's fine.
It should have been the two of us.
No, I got the achievement.
Wait.
No, I got the achievement.
Okay. I was like, why is she still doing something? I don't know, man. I don't trust some bosses.
Nah. That's why I was looking at the achievement. Like, we're just like, wait until it actually says, hey, they died.
We got a key from Marciona. Hey, I bet it opens that gate we passed before entering the greenhouse. This place is definitely a dead end, and since Leia's not here, let's go back.
P always seems a step behind up until reaching Rosa's state, where Leia seems to be headed, seeking out someone or something for her own personal vengeance. P is essentially reliving the short journey she went through up to the Rosa state. At the same time, P actually does interact with people and things in the past that can and do affect the future, such as speaking of certain people, doing quest lines, and smaller details. P also meets the Hound, or the real Olidoro / Eugene's brother before his actual death, being just as noble and selfless as he was once described to be. However, the overall story of Overture is mainly about Leia and other important characters. Fun fact, Rosa State is actually seen in the base game multiple times by this repeated painting, and there is a ton of lore in the base game about Rosa State, as well as there being large gaps in lore that are answered by the DLC, which is really interesting and really nice.
I'm waiting for it.
That bastard. I'll kill him.
Interesting.
This can't be. Are all those humans? Just how evil does someone have to be to do something like this?
Bro, name one thing that's ever happened wrong at a carnival.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't think we should play that game.
You know, the other ones that like come into town for like 5 or 6 days and then leave.
Yeah, leave with like 48 casualties.
Nope. Leave without a trace.
And 48 casualties. So that's under the rug. Oh, it's like a heal of everything.
Well, they just hit the final boss and we asked Carlos.
Oh shit! Yo!
His heavy attack. Whoa! Bro! He didn't.
Where started spinning?
Bro, he emoted on you.
That's crazy. Okay, look. That is a gun.
It's just a gun someone just duct taped to your hand. Yeah, for real. Counter.
God, damn, what the fuck?
To me, ridiculous.
That's a Starian.
I was gonna say that's a Starian. What the fuck?
Perhaps.
Yeah, it is.
No matter.
Bro, what are you doing?
Ignorant fools say that we are.
I was like, I recognize this.
Our
I was
relationship
eating
is
pizza,
not
so my
that
mouth was. I was
hostile.
like, wait a minute, that's a story.
I do so look forward to working with you. Have you something to say?
Do I know you from? Do I know you from Baldur's Gate 3? Say that again.
What year is it?
I beg your
You're so hilarious.
That's funny.
Wait, I
didn't know what they were
wait,
doing.
no. I wonder if like you run across, it hits you, knocks you down. Because I mean, either way, that's evil. That's just evil.
This is where we die!
What the fuck is? What is that? That's the fucking.
And now, Romeo is in danger. Leia is desperate to find any news of him. It must be even worse for her since she has lost an apprentice once before. Would you like to ask me anything more?
What the fuck is that?
That doesn't look like a spider.
Wait, that looks like the fucking wax thing, doesn't it, from earlier?
A little. That's got spikes.
Oh, okay. I didn't like this. Oh, yeah. Okay, alright, Elder Tree again. Let's see what it is.
Which would be the easiest boss ever.
We don't have to fucking parry in front of them. Oh, great. Oh, my favorite.
It's a it.
That's a fucking thing, man. I like how he leveled up the electric light or something. Yo, why he mad? What?
Oh, bro is sorry.
Why he did that? Oh, well.
To my dearest and most esteemed stalker, I wish I could personally see your face this very moment. How do you like my masterpiece? I poured my very soul into it with all my heart. I trust there is no need for formal introductions, of course not, for it is I, your dear Latino. You took many things from me. Arms, legs, a sunny outlook on life. And then you drove nine blades through me. All on your own. So, I have only you to thank, yes? I am grateful. Never in my life have I ever known such shameful disgrace and such overwhelming joy. You heard it correctly. Joy. For in that moment, my dear, you became interesting, worthy of my attention and study. All humans are intriguing to me, but you shall help me shape my study of humanity, my magnum opus. Yet, one can never be too careful. So, you must be assessed. Starting now. My dear stalker, I have crafted a test that will reveal your heart, your soul, your true self. It's a simple choice. Life is precious, so I wonder, which life do you value more? Yours or your apprentice's? When you have listened to this message, do pay a visit to the Rose Estate. I have something you want back, don't I? And you owe me, stalker, one way or another. I intend to collect
Yo!
She did not need to do that. Hello?
Chill the fuck
need a
out,
moment.
dude.
Go. I'll catch up.
Bro did not need to do all that.
I cannot lose Romeo. I have to save him. I must. I will. Damn this snow. We must hurry.
Does she know?
Leia finds P familiar but cannot place her finger on who exactly he is. Despite this, she agrees to let him help as he seeks to save the remaining living inhabitants of the Rose estate, before the Blood Artist can reach them. Upon entering, she finds herself to be late as both the man and woman who own the estate are found already dead. Leia knows at least one person is still potentially left alive. Oh fuck, we missed.
We made it, but I may have pushed myself too hard. You go ahead. Check out the
Yeah, for
situation.
real, she didn't need to
I'll
do all
follow
that shit.
suit.
Hello?
I just need to take something for the pain.
We're good, dog. Not that serious.
I'm sorry. Head on inside.
She is not good.
What happened
PP orgy.
here?
Huh?
Wait. Could this be the Monad Charity House tragedy?
What did you say?
But that was the petrification disease, wasn't it? This.
Oh my god, this John.
This is just a
I
mess.
said PP organ.
Curves are getting harder and harder. Hey yo. Who did Rosie emoji? Now it's time
What
to
did I
fight
say?
an immediate boss. I'm gonna be mad.
W.
What the fuck is this? Oh.
Not you. Not like this. This wasn't supposed to happen. Romeo. Why does this keep happening? Is it me? Is it my fault? Romeo. You never should have had to suffer this.
Running off as P falls behind. In one room, P finds a location where it is stated that the Armor of God was stolen. Archbishop Andreas stole it first, then Geppetto, then Simon. I should also quickly mention that the reason as to why P and Gemini are transported back to the past is because of Leia's singular wish. Reaching the garden of the estate, P hears blades clashing. Alright, we made it to the end of the Lies of P DLC. I don't know what to expect from the final boss, and all I've heard it's hard, and I'm kind of scared low-key. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yep, we did it. Me and you.
The fuck is we, bro?
You said we, though.
Yeah, you're a spectator, as in we, you didn't do it. Alright, let's do this. We're gonna do this first try. Oh, we're so cooked.
Where's the legend I faced before?
Not German.
Shut up, you filthy puppet!
No. I must ask. Did you actually believe you could save your beloved apprentice? Pathetic!
Oh, damn.
Oh. And who might you be? Are you a puppet? Or a human being?
Yo! Holy fuck, this dude kicked my ass. Fighting this crazy ass dude gave me PTSD flashbacks to Concert Radon from the Elden Ring DLC, and much like that fight, I became annoyed at how hard he was. Pre-patch Radon, by the way. In short, you have to parry Arlecchino a lot and not dodge it. In Phase 1, you cannot heal after certain combo strings that he does, or he will instantly punish you for it. His second phase is even crazier, as he has long and hard combo strings to parry and punish. He is not for the faint of heart, and I was super frustrated originally fighting this boss. Refining the boss multiple times for footage and my own personal reasons, I found the boss isn't really that hard, but if you suck at parrying or can't get the timing down, he is incredibly difficult. He is for sure up there in terms of incredibly difficult Souls-like bosses, but his music slaps and he's cool and menacing, and it was an awesome fight to end the DLC. I also want to quickly mention that it took me over 40 plus deaths before I was able to beat this boss on my first attempt ever of fighting him, by the way.
This is exactly what I've been waiting for! This pain! The alchemists offered me nothing but boredom.
Yo.
What is happening?
I'll give you right now.
Bring up the Vexus blades!
You offer me something greater.
Alright, good luck. Oh! Oh, he's gonna come down. Yep. Woo. I think bro might be beyond cooked.
Honestly?
Yeah. So honestly, I'm gonna turn the game to easy mode.
Hey, nobody would know that.
Yo, the music, hold up.
Until I win, I can hit him like at least once. I'm trying to look, though.
Red should have a third face, TBH.
Bro, if you just want to say you want to watch like something die, you can just say so. TBH.
It's the fit. You gotta put.
Oh, how sweet! Now our guest of honor, Leia Florence Monad, takes the stage one more time. Oh, never fails. Humans are just so breakable. But even swore an oath to Carlo. I swore I would never be late again. I won't lose anyone else! Not Romeo!
Share your pain! Show me your truest fears!
As you wish. I will carve dread into your eyes that will haunt you forever!
How stubborn and foolish! How very human of you!
Not even close!
You know I confess I'm growing pretty bored. Got you. No, stay down this time. I confess I'm growing pretty bored.
Thank you. It's yours now. All this time, I wondered why you look so familiar. Now I know. I believe in you. Carry on. Don't forget, this is your story now.
Before I end the video, I want to talk about one last bit of dark lore that came from the DLC. Firstly, we learned from the DLC that Sophia and Leia were sisters and direct heirs to the Rose estate family. Leia left because she wanted to become a stalker and do something different from her family, coming back when she heard of Arlecchino killing his way up to the Rose estate. Carlo died to the petrification disease and possibly to Marconia, one of the earlier bosses of the DLC. Geppetto was taken over with guilt and grief as he took his son's dead body to try and bring him back to life. At the end, Geppetto is shown to appear before Leia and a dying Romeo. The last scene implies that Geppetto used a nameless puppet / Carlo to kill Leia for not keeping him safe under her watch. During this time, Carlo was Leia's apprentice because he wanted to be a stalker like her, knowing this info from the base game. Leia being the reason P knows how to fight with weapons, Leia being reminded of her own style when she fights alongside him. In his delusion, Geppetto blames Leia for something out of her control, kills her, likely kills Romeo, and uses his body to create a near-identical puppet version of him as a way to experiment further to see if he can possibly recreate his dead son, being a near-perfect success, as well as turning Romeo into the king of puppets and scapegoat as mentioned previously in the previous section. Obviously, we know his entire plan failed, with Romeo telling P that he's doing what he can to turn the puppets on the carcasses and to stop Geppetto's plan in the present time. Overall, I really enjoyed the DLC, and I highly recommend it to those who have played the game if they want to experience more, as the price is definitely worth it. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video.
Open your eyes, open up the clear blue sky. I'll be there to hold you close in my mind. Can you see the snow melting down the sea below? Celebrate a brand new day to start again.
My dearest Carlo, listening to this song always reminds me of you. Do you remember the time we all gathered to play this piece together? We were happy then. They were precious, if all too short moments of happiness. Perhaps those times were so precious because of their brevity.
Silence, embrace my soundless way. Change the darkness into a flawless spring. No matter how you try to fly, the ice will bring you down again. Build it up, build up. Only time will tell.
Why is it that we humans always look for more when happiness is already in our grasp? I couldn't appreciate what we had then. But that wasn't because I found you tiresome. After breaking ties with the Monad family, I was lost. I could barely take care of myself. So taking responsibility for you and Romeo, it was more than I could bear at the time. But in the end, you two saved me. That we should have stayed together. That I should never have left the two of you. But now you belong to the past. as well. No one lives forever. So in time, we will meet again. And in that moment, my wish is that I get to sit with you as the light of the sunrise washes over us, and we share a laugh